All right, today we're going to dig into something really important for our organization, why we're making the move from our longtime data tool, SSIS, over to a cloud platform called AWS Glue. And don't worry, we're going to keep it simple and focus on the why, what this change really means for all of us, not just the technical folks. And really, it all boils down to this one big question. Is our data infrastructure actually ready for what's coming next? Because this isn't just about swapping out some software. This is about future-proofing our entire organization. So to get us there, here's a quick look at what we'll cover. We'll start with why we're changing in the first place, do a quick comparison of our current tool versus the new one, dive into the huge benefits, be realistic about the challenges, and then lay out our exact step-by-step plan. So first things first, why change at all? Well, the short answer is we have to. We're adapting to a world that is completely cloud-first.
Yeah, this slide really lays it all out, doesn't it? SSIS was designed for yesterday's world, a world of physical servers in a closet, with data that grew at a nice, predictable pace. But that's not our world anymore. Today, we're all about cloud systems, dealing with an absolute explosion of data, and we need the flexibility to process it all. Our strategy is cloud first, and that changes the whole game. And let's be really clear here. SSIS has been a fantastic, reliable tool for us for years. This isn't about ditching something that's broken. It's about evolution. Our data, our systems, our ambitions, they're all growing, and our tools have to grow right along with them to meet these new demands.
Okay, so let's spend a minute on what we're using right now. SSIS, the trusted, traditional solution that many of us know so well.
So what is SSIS really? It's Microsoft's go-to tool for moving and prepping data. It's got a great visual interface, and it's been an absolute workhorse in the corporate world forever. But its DNA is in that on-premise world. It needs dedicated physical servers to live on, and it needs our technicians to constantly maintain them. And that architecture, that whole setup, it just wasn't built for the kind of automation and massive scale we need today. And that is the perfect lead-in to where we're headed, AWS Glue. This is a totally modern, cloud-native service. It was designed from the ground up for the world we actually live in right now. Okay, let's unpack this definition, because there's one word in here that changes everything: serverless. What does that really mean for us? In simple terms. It means we are done managing servers for this stuff. No more buying them, setting them up, patching them, none of it. AWS just handles all of that infrastructure for us automatically behind the curtain. And this right here, this is the magic of serverless in action. When we have a huge amount of data to process, Glue just spins up more power automatically. And when things are quiet, it scales right back down to zero. Now, here's the crucial part. We only pay for the exact processing power we use, down to the second. That is a total game changer for how we manage costs.
All right, now for the really exciting part, the strategic benefits. And believe me, this is so much more than just swapping out one tool for another.
I mean, just look at this comparison. The difference is night and day. With SSIS, we were living in a world of on-premise servers, where scaling was a manual, painful process. We had fixed upfront costs and a constant need for maintenance from our technicians. With AWS Glue, we jump to a cloud-native, serverless world. We get automatic, instant scalability. We move to a flexible, pay-per-use model, and it's all managed by AWS. It is a fundamental upgrade in literally every single category.
So let's break this down into 5 huge strengths. First up, scalability. It grows with us instantly. We're never going to hit a performance ceiling again. Second, cost efficiency. We only pay for what we use, which frees up money we can use for other things. Third, automation. This lets our brilliant teams focus on creating value, not doing manual repetitive tasks. Fourth, it has seamless cloud integration with all the other AWS tools we're already using. And finally, and this one is massive, future readiness. This move opens the door for us to seriously explore advanced analytics, machine learning, and AI.
Okay, but let's be real. A big change like this doesn't happen with the flip of a switch. There are challenges, and it's super important that we're upfront and realistic about them. This is about being prepared.
So, what are we getting ready for? Well, first, team training. Our people are going to need to learn some new skills, and we're committed to providing that. Second, cost monitoring. That pay-per-use model is amazing, but we have to watch it carefully to make sure we're being efficient. And third, process conversion. We can't just copy and paste our old tasks. We have to actually rethink them and build them the right way in Glue. These are all totally manageable, expected parts of a project this important.
All right, so that brings us to the most important part. How are we actually going to do this? The good news is we have a clear step-by-step plan that's all about making this a smooth and predictable journey.
Here's the 5-step plan. It's all about being methodical and safe. First, assessment. We're going to catalog and review every single SSIS job we have running today. Then, we start with a pilot. We'll pick one small but important process and move it over first to prove everything works. After that, we begin the main migration, moving things over in small, controlled batches. Once they're moved, we optimize, tweaking them for the best performance and lowest cost. And only when everything is running perfectly in Glue will we take that final step, retirement. We'll say goodbye to our old SSIS servers. See? It's all about moving carefully and causing zero disruption.
So if you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. This is not just a tech project. This is a strategic move. It's about building a faster, more scalable, and truly future-ready data environment for our entire organization.
Look, at the end of the day, this whole thing is about one thing and one thing only, positioning our organization for long-term success. AWS Glue is the platform that's going to let us not just keep up with the pace of change, but actually lead the way with our data.
So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. When our data platform is this fast, this scalable, and this flexible, what new opportunities are we going to unlock? What questions can we finally get answers to when insights don't take days, but are available instantly? That's the future we're building, right now.